Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are ya?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm actually enrolled in the School for Gifted Youngsters. So they gave me my first official school shirt, just to let them know I'm part of the school, because I have mutant powers. Found out the other day. I can read people's minds and manipulate time, stuff like that.
Very cool.
Thank you. I don't know
sorry,
why I
just Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I am Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you tonight?
Doing pretty good. One more day till Thanksgiving. I'm pretty pumped about that, I gotta say.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving in advance to all the On a Couch fans out there. Whether you're going to be enjoying sports-related things or not, we hope that you have a lovely holiday with whoever you are sharing it with. And for tonight's episode, we kind of, in a way, want to give thanks because since we last were on air, there was some pretty big news, actually, in the Boston sports world. David Ortiz, who rocking his shirt tonight.
Very nice. Good touch.
Yeah. He announced that 2016 season, so this upcoming season, will be his last. He'll be retiring after this season, which, here we go. Bow our heads in shame because, David Ortiz for the last 12 years or 12 or 13 years has really been one of the, not the face of the Red Sox organization. From just his clutch postseason home runs to just his tireless efforts in the community to just his overall positive attitude. He has been just a terrific role model and player to watch and to be a fan of over these past 13 years, and we're really going to miss him. So, Kyle, I guess let's just jump right into it. I know it's been about a week or so since this news came out, but when you sort of heard the news that David Ortiz is going to be retiring after the season, what were your reactions? What are your reactions to him making the season his last?
Well, I was pretty sad, but at the same time, I can understand because he's been playing for a while. It's not like you. How old is he now?
40.
He's 40.
Yeah.
Jeez.
40 or 41, I forget, but I'm pretty sure it's 40.
See, usually the retiring age for baseball, I feel like, is somewhere in the late 30s, generally.
Yeah, late 30s, early 40s, usually. Although, some players will continue to play well past their prime, but for the most part, you're right, yeah. Late 30s, early 40s.
Well, the way I look at it is that it's like a movie director, when you make you make all these great movies, and you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to go past your prime. Once you feel like you've done really well in that, just like Ortiz, once he's done really well in baseball and he feels like he's reached the peak of his career. I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I think, honestly, there's been talk about him retiring for the past couple of years. He has had some injury issues and things of that nature. Although, he really has been continuing to play at a pretty high level, all things considered, these last couple of years, despite all the talk and injuries and stuff like that. But I wasn't surprised by it, but you're right. But it definitely is disappointing to hear because, he's, like I said, been sort of the face of the organization for a while now, and to see him stepping off into the sunset after this upcoming season is definitely disappointing. Although I will say this, ticket sales for the final Red Sox home game of this season have skyrocketed since that announcement. So, if anything, he helped the Red Sox make a little bit of money. So, but yeah, it's gonna be, it'll be a nice sort of farewell season for David Ortiz, and I do want to say this though, all you baseball writers that watch this show meaning none of you, you better vote David Ortiz into the Hall of Fame. I know, there was some talk that he used steroids in the Mitchell report and everything. It doesn't matter. David Ortiz, based on everything that he has done, deserves above anybody else to be in the Hall of Fame. And I hope that the writers will sort of look past any rumors or anything like that and put him where he belongs, and that is in Cooperstown, New York. So, next thing I want to touch on here for him is sort of our favorite memories of watching him play. I mean, there's been a lot. I mean, obviously, like I said, he's been on the team for 13 years now. So, I want to start with you, Kyle. Just sort of some favorite memories that you've had of watching David Ortiz either on TV or in person over the years.
I mean, just seeing him. See, I can't really recall any specific games. I just remember watching from time to time. I'm me in baseball. For those of you who don't know me as well, I have a hard time sitting through an entire baseball game. I just don't have the attention span, unfortunately, because I'm always flipping to see movies while I'm watching TV. But with that said, when I do see him play, he's had some. I mean, just seeing him hit the home runs and especially when you see him step up, and even when the team is kind of low on the scores, they're kind of losing, and I just remember watching certain games where he would just he'd hit the grand slam, or he'd just kind of just hit a home run to kind of boost the momentum of the team. So that's kind of how I do it.
I mean, and there are so many memories that you could talk about. I mean, he's just done so much, like I said, so it's hard to really pick a couple. But actually, there were three that really came to mind for me.
Okay.
Two of which I saw on TV, and one of which I actually saw and had the pleasure of seeing in person. The first two both came from the 2004 World Series run. The first was in the American League Division Series. The Game 3, Red Sox are up 2-0. It's the best-of-5 series. And David Ortiz, the game's tied in extra innings. And David Ortiz hits a walk-off homer to send the Red Sox to the ALCS. Fast forward to the ALCS, and in back-to-back games, David Ortiz hit a walk-off homer and a walk-off single against the Yankees. The Red Sox, for those of you who don't know, and if you don't know this, you're probably not watching the show. But anyway, the Red Sox were down 3-0 against the New York Yankees in 2004 and came back to win 4 straight games to win the American League pennant. Now, in games 4 and games 5, David Ortiz had the walk-off hit. So both those memories were just so exciting because, he sort of put the team on his back somewhat and really helped catapult them and get the momentum so that they could get back into the series and ultimately win the series.
Yeah.
Now, to me, this third memory is even more special because I was actually there, and it was honestly one of the greatest baseball and sports memories that I've ever witnessed. 2013, Red Sox obviously made it to the World Series and won the World Series. But what people don't know is that they were actually, or people may not remember, is that they were actually down. They lost the first game of the ALCS against the Detroit Tigers, and we're down 5-0 in Game 2 at Fenway, mind you. And I was at Game 2, and the Red Sox, they made it 5-1, and then in the bottom of the 7th inning, or bottom of the 8th inning, it may have been, David Ortiz steps up with the bases loaded and hits a grand slam home run into the right field bullpen to tie the game. And I will tell you, I've been to Fenway Park a lot over my lifetime. I'm usually there at least 3 or 4 times a season. That was the loudest I think I have ever heard Fenway Park in a game that I have been to. I mean, the fans just went insane. It felt like the entire series, the entire playoffs shifted in that moment because the Red Sox had lost that game. They're down 2-0. And then they're going back to Detroit, where they're facing the aces of the Tigers pitching staff. It just would have been a tough hole to climb out of.
Yeah.
But David Ortiz, as he's done so many times before, steps up, first pitch, grand slam. And I mean, that just sort of shows you how clutch he is, especially come playoff time. So, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, it's okay. No, keep going.
No, I'm all. No, I was done.
Oh.
So say what you gotta say.
It's all good. No, I just wanted to add that's what I really like about him. He's the perfect example, not just for baseball, but for sports in general. He's the athlete. He's the team member that just steps it up, no matter what the condition. He is the very definition of an adverse player. To me, it's like it can be raining, snowing, there can be lava surrounding the place. He's gonna play a good game. It doesn't matter. He steps up. Every game to him is a winning game. That's how I feel like he looks at it. Every chance he gets, he's just gonna do it. He just goes in, does his best, and he walks off. And I feel like he has that attitude where no matter whether the Red Sox win, lose, he knows he has played a good game. He's done his best to help the team and to work with the team so I just wanted to say that there's not many people like him out there, but any athlete with that attitude,
yeah. Well, Papi, if you're watching this, we'll miss you. You've done so much for Red Sox Nation over these past, like I said, 13 years, and it's gonna be fun watching you serve your last hurrah this season, and obviously we wish you the best in retirement. But again, like I said, we've got one more year left of you, so we're gonna make the most of it.
Yep, savor it.
All right, so that's it for that portion. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that portion. Oh, okay, sorry.
That portion. No. We are now going to move on to the other portion of our show, which is our monologues. And just based on Kyle's reaction, I'm going to let him go first. So, what do you have to say?
Actually, I did want to bring up not really a monologue as much as it's kind of a fun fact. I actually found out recently that kind of a little David Ortiz history. Apparently, the way he got on the team was his friend Manny Ramirez, who about 10 15 years ago, that I think he was the one that actually brought him on the team. He was the one that recommended the Red Sox to play him because for a while he's been kind of the other team just kind of pushed him aside. They kind of shafted him.
That was true. The Minnesota Twins, by the way, was the team David Ortiz was on before the Red Sox. He really didn't he really wasn't a primetime player with that team for whatever reason. But you're right. Yeah, Manny Ramirez was definitely a driving force in bringing David Ortiz to Boston, which ended up working out well for the Red Sox.
Go. Just goes to show you, it's good to have connections when you're looking for a team for any kind of job, So I just wanted to bring that up. If it wasn't for Manny Ramirez, then Ortiz, it would have been tougher for Ortiz, I think. But I mean, hey, he was as soon as he got on the Red Sox, bam, he became like a star player.
And they were for a number of years, they were a pretty dynamic force in the middle of that batting order, Ortiz and Ramirez. I mean, they were sort of like that 1-2 combo that nobody wanted to face.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember like cheering for both of them. I was like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
2-in-1 punch. I love it.
Yeah. All right. So for my monologue, I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of sort of sticking with the Fenway Park theme here. I just wanted to wish our alma mater, the Wellesley High School Raiders, best of luck tomorrow. We're filming this, by the way, on the night before Thanksgiving. I wanted to wish them best of luck tomorrow as they take on the Needham Rockets on Thanksgiving Day at Fenway Park. We are both very excited. I know a lot of people around town are very excited. This is going to be a super cool experience. I get to announce the game, which is going to be very exciting.
Oh, yeah. Robbie's got the... Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
And Kyle, I know, is going to be in attendance as well. So we are very much looking forward to it. It's going to be an early morning, 9 o'clock kickoff, but that's okay. We're used to it around here because usually the game's at 10 a.m. when it's been played either in Needham or in Wellesley. So it's only an hour earlier.
It's really not that bad. It's like daylight savings at that point, so you know what?
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Exactly. But again, Raiders, best of luck. Go beat those Rockets.
Robbie,
go Wellesley, beat Needham.
And good luck on announcing the game.
Thank you. Yeah,
awesome.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, this is my 5th year of announcing the Thanksgiving Day football game, but definitely this is the biggest venue that I've announced the Thanksgiving football game in.
I think it's your first year announcing at Fenway, right?
Yeah, it's my first time ever announcing in Fenway, so
doesn't get better than that.
Definitely doesn't get better than that. So,
well, although I can say it must have been pretty cool also to announce at the TD Garden.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's pretty on equal
was.
footing
Yeah, definitely was. But I think that Fenway, I've always been a big time baseball fan and a big time Red Sox fan. Fenway has sort of always been sort of the summer. The place that the go-to place in Boston during the spring and summer months to see the Sox play and all that fun stuff. So I think announcing the TD Garden has been awesome the past 2 years. But I think Fenway, it's a little bit more special.
Yeah.
But just given the fact that I've always loved baseball and the Red Sox, and Fenway's sort of always been for baseball, sort of my home away from home, so to speak. But it's going to be terrific. I hope a lot of people attend the game.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hopefully see a Raider victory. It's going to be a good time. So that's going to do it for this edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. Thank you as always for joining us. Happy Thanksgiving. For Kyle, I'm Robbie. See you next time.